YouTube! My name is Sarah and welcome to the Bookish Knitter. And welcome to a little announcement video. So, today I am announcing the author pick for the Category Romance Book Club for April of 2025. So for those of you who might be new to my channel, I started the Category Romance Book Club in January of this year. And unlike other book clubs where, we pick a book and everybody reads that book that month, and then we discuss, instead of doing that, I pick an author. So you can pick one of the author's category romance or Harlequin books, Mills and Boon, whatever you want to call it, or whatever it's called, wherever you are in the world, and read one of their books, and then we can discuss. So it's kind of a nice way of we all get to pick something that we want to read that sounds good to us, along with trying an author that might be new to you, and, seeing what other people think of some of these books, so we might get some recommendations for ourselves for later. So the author for the month of April is Patricia Johns. And the reason I chose her is because also in April, I am co-hosting a readathon called Amish in April with Elizabeth over at Lizzie Faye Loves Books. I will leave a link to Elizabeth's channel in the description box below. And yeah, so Patricia Johns does write some Amish, as well as I like to call them, Amish-adjacent books. But she does write some non-Amish books for those of you who might want to, who are not interested in reading anything Amish-related. You can read she writes some cowboy books, which is kind of great. So let me jump into, she has a whole bunch of series. So Patricia Johns has her honors Bachelor of Arts in English Literature from the U of T, the University of Toronto. So she is Canadian, so yay. She writes from Alberta, Canada, where she lives with her husband and her son. So a Canadian author, which makes me extra happy as well. So she has a lot of books, and a lot of books coming out this year as well. So there's some stuff to look forward to. She's written for several different lines through Harlequin Love Inspired. She's written for the American Romance line, which is now a defunct line. That imprint is no longer available. But the series that she wrote for them that was started back in 2016 was Hope, Montana. And the first book is called Safe in the Lawman's Arms. And it says, Montana Sheriff Mike Cruz never pictured himself as a father, but with temporary custody of a toddler, he has to learn the ropes fast. Thankfully, his sweet new nanny, Mallory Smythe, fits right in, and Mike begins to believe he can make this family work again, although he knows it can't last forever. So, first in a series, there are 7 books in that series. So if you want to dive into a new series, I'm going to go through some of her series first. She also has some standalone books. But as I said, this is a category romance book club. She has written books that are non-category romance, but for this book club, we're sticking to category. If you have any questions, if you don't know whether a book fits or not, message me in below or send me a message on Discord, whatever you want and ask. I'm happy to answer your questions. The next series she has was from 2017, and this was for the Love Inspired line, and this is the Comfort Creek Lawman series. This is a trilogy, so there's only 3 books. The first one is called Deputy Daddy, and it says, Officer Bryce Camden never expected his 2-week stint in Comfort Creek, Colorado would mean diaper duty, but that's exactly what happens when he stays at the local B&B, where Lily Ellison is fostering an abandoned baby girl. Bryce is drawn to the lovely B&B owner, but being a dad is not part of his plans. So, sounds really cute, but like I said, also start of a 3-book series. The next one we have here is another line that she writes for, which is the Heartwarming line, And this series she has is a 4-book series, and it is called Home to Eagle's Rest. And the first one is her Lawman Protector. She clearly likes to write sheriffs and lawmen and things like that. Detective Jack Tabbitt has devoted his life to ending police corruption. His latest target is Liv Heighton, the ex-wife of a dirty cop. She's also the woman he secretly loved for years. To get close to her, Jack's going undercover as her boyfriend. But when the evidence points to Liv's innocence and a threat to her safety, he'll do anything to protect her, even risk his career. So that sounds like more of like a suspense book as well. For those of you who are unaware, the Heartwarming line are sweet romances. So you're not getting no spice levels in these ones. These are all cupcake. If we're going by my spice ratings, these are all cupcake type books. Another love-inspired series, another three-book series, that's 3, is the Montana Twin series, and the first book is her Cowboys Twin Blessings. So here we get some cowboy romance. With orphaned twin infants to care for, Casey Courtright hoped to buy the ranch he works on, but he can't match Ember Reed's offer. Nevertheless, Casey agrees to show Ember the land she plans to use for her therapy center, but only if she'll help him with the babies. And as the twins draw them together, Casey might find that Ember is his perfect partner. So really sweet. These are, fantastic books, the love-inspired. Again, for those of you who don't know, the love-inspired books are faith-based romances, so do keep that in mind. Another series that she wrote for the Heartwarming line is the Second Chance Club. It's a 4-book series. Their Mountain Reunion is the first book, came out in 2020. 15 years in an unhappy marriage showed Melanie Isaacs exactly what she didn't want. Now she's in Montana and Mountain Springs to figure out the rest of her life, even if it means facing her former sweetheart, Logan McTavish. The spark between Logan and Melanie is stronger than ever, but is it enough to heal two weary, damaged hearts and show them the way to new happiness? So that sounds delightful as well. She has a lot of series. Now we're going to get into the Amish series that she wrote for Love Inspired. The first book is Redemption's Amish Legacies. And the first one is The Nanny's Amish Family. And this one is They Need Her Help, She Needs Them, an Amish bachelor, a motherless child. Can she turn them into a real family? Sounds delightful. That is a longer series. It is 6 books. So if you want to get into a longer series or whatever, choice is up to you. The next one is a 2-book series. And I actually read the first book in this series. And this is the Amish Country Haven series. And this is what I like to call Amish adjacent, because our main characters are not Amish, but it takes place in Amish country. And this is a deputy in Amish country. And it says, when Annabella Richards needs someone to keep her safe until she's ready to testify, Deputy Conrad Westhouse volunteers to protect her at his family's ranch deep in Amish country. So this is another one that's got a suspenseful element to it. I really, really enjoyed it. And if you're looking for this one I can absolutely recommend to you. Next up, I believe we have this is another Amish series, and I think that this is the one that I'm going to be reading in April. So the first book, this is the Amish Country Matches series, and the first book is called The Amish Matchmaking Dilemma, and this sounds delightful. They're not compatible on paper, but they might be the perfect match. And anything about matchmaking, I just think is delightful. So I don't want to read too much into this one, but I think that this is the one that I'm going to be reading in April. So I cannot wait. I think it's going to be so much fun. Sorry if you can hear poor Pressy sneezing in the background. That is pretty much MO for this channel at this point. The next one we have is a Butternut Amish B&B series, another Amish adjacent series. The first book is a Valentine's Day book, Her Amish Country Valentine. Can a wedding date deception become true love? Looks super cute. Yep. These are delightful. Just absolutely. She's written so many books, guys. There is so much for you to choose from. She's got a couple ones coming out. Now, these are not available yet, but just to pique your interest, she has an Amish antique shop series coming out for the Heartwarming line. I think that comes out in May. And then in July, she has an Amish chocolate shop series coming out. Doesn't that sound delightful? So she has written a bunch of standalones as well for the category romance. A number of love-inspired series. A number of love-inspired books. Excuse me. His Unexpected Family, The Rancher City Girl. That sounds delightful. A couple of Amish books. But I do want to highlight one called Grave Amish Secrets, which just came out in January. The reason I want to mention this one, this is a love-inspired suspense novel, and this is actually available for my audiobook readers. This is available on Audible, like on audio, not on Audible, like it's not an Audible exclusive, but it is available on audio. So I checked my Hoopla and it's not there, but your mileage may vary. Maybe you can find it on Everand, maybe it's on your Hoopla or your Libby. It depends. So I just wanted to let you guys know about this one. Solving a cold case means facing down a murderer. So yeah, this one looks really good too. And again, this would work for Amish in April as well, because it's Amish adjacent. So excuse me for 1 second, you guys. I've been talking for a few minutes. And I need my tea. So yeah, that's it, you guys. So like I said, I will, if you have any questions, does this book count for Amish or for the category Romance Book Club? Just post the question below. Like I said, she has a few books that she wrote that were not for Harlequin category romance. So those would not count for this book club. But if you enjoy her work and you want to go back and read those, definitely do that. Absolutely do that. I highly recommend it. Check out the rest of her work, basically. But yeah, and I will also leave link to her fantastic fiction page in the description box below. So if you want to go ahead and check out any of these books for yourself, look at the series, see what sounds good to you. And yeah, let me know below what you might read. Now my link to my Discord is also below. So please go and jump on that. And there will be an area for the Category Romance Book Club for April. So you can post what book you plan on reading in April over there. And when you're finished it, let us know your thoughts on it. And yeah, anyway guys, that's it. Until my next video, take care and happy reading. Thank you all so much for watching. Bye guys.